Well, hello everybody, and welcome again to Toon Kind at 12 FPS. My name is Ars Obsessions, also known as Obby, and I'm doing an FPS today with, and I do jazz hand Will Smith pose.
I come out from behind the stage looking like a wet rat. Hello, my name is Launch. Launch Queen, but Launch works. And I will be playing Road is hyphen and in my loving return to doing things. Cut out of
Yes,
my hermit hours are over.
your hermit hours are over, and we are finally doing this. For context, we wanted to do this FPS like a year ago. It's legit been a year.
I don't like to acknowledge the passage of time. Thank you very much. I don't. I'm looking away.
Like, I gently pat you. It's just a mixture of things on both our ends. Let's be honest. Oh, we should probably mention the characters we're playing, huh? Brain dead. Anyway, you already mentioned Road. I didn't mention Prim at all. Hi, I'm playing Primrose. Primrose Poodle. You know, the puppy. The one who works at Toto Studios. All that information.
Of course, of course. And this takes place somewhat after Let's Not Talk About Anything Else But Love, where Road was seeking advice from Toby. So, but unfortunately, since that happened like a year ago, our brains are scrambled eggs, so...
Brains are scrumpled egg. Scrumpled egg.
But it's the girls' long-awaited girls' night, gosh darn it!
It's girls' night! For the girls!
So I'm assuming Prim comes in. You already said you gently, lovingly kick out Toby from the treehouse or whatever it is we are.
This is the setting of this is the clubhouse, which is Tobias's cool magic clubhouse thing that we got from beating up a bad guy. It was neat. It was fun. I make finger guns at those set of games. I don't remember what they're called. It's been years. But still, lovingly kick out consists of Prim gently shooing him out the room, kind of like, you know, that cartoon dragging somebody and there's like a little dust cloud coming out from behind the both of them. Yeah, it consists of that and her giving and like her going like outside of the door and you hearing like a lot of little kissy marks, like kissy sounds, and a few little floating hearts.
Or just kind of sit there like, yeah, well,
And then she comes back in, shuts the door behind her, and has a very noticeable spring in her step as she like hops onto the bed that's in one corner of the room.
Hi, Prim. You got a little like some here. She pointed to like one of those like cartoon like lipstick kiss marks on her cheek.
Mm-hmm. She probably has a couple of them.
Yeah.
She just has
just like one of like, you know, just that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right here, Primrose is just rubbing like all parts of her face, like her cheeks. There's one on her forehead. Lewis has put a very convenient little doodle of the clubhouse itself in the roll zone. Thank you, Lewis. So looking around, there is it's a very round room. There is the entrance, which everyone steps in. The one entrance. Then there is a bathroom over on the left-hand side and a cozy corner on the opposite end. And then the central room is just like a bedroom / living room / kitchen. It's just all in one, baby.
College living spaces, baby.
Yeah, studio apartment, and it's portable, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Portable studio apartment.
Everyone's got her little sleepover bag, probably.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Honestly, if they're just having a sleepover, Primrose probably immediately made a bed line for the cozy corner because the cozy corner is, of course, cozy TM.
Of course, of course.
And like,
Road will follow.
yeah, it's less follow, and you're being dragged behind by an excited puppy. Like, Road's hand and is just bounding over. And like the cozy corner consists of hundreds of pillows. Well, maybe not hundreds, but a lot of pillows just in this one corner of the room, and it's just a big pit of soft.
Rose does the thing where she just puts her arms out and lays back and falls into the pillows, and you just see her nose sticking out and nothing else.
Amazing. Primrose does that thing where she like dives into the pit and you don't see her for a little bit until you notice that one of the things is wagging back and forth, and oh, it's her tail.
Oh.
Little itty bitty pom pom.
Prim, I think I am stuck.
Oh gosh. Okay. There's
The
just
softness has
moving of
overtaken
pillows.
me, and I can no longer get up. I think I live here now.
Honestly, same. This is good soft. Good soft.
It's
And there's
very
just
soft. Oh my gosh.
yeah. There's just the tumbling of a few pillows as Primrose sticks her nose out of the side of it, and one of them probably flops right on top of Road's face.
I ain't got enough rooms in my house to add one of these, but like, man, having a whole other room like this would be great.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think I might be suffocating a little bit, but I mean, it's fine.
Primrose just laughs and like reaches out and pulls up the pillow. So it is no longer covering Road's face.
I live.
You live. We live. In the soft, comfy pillow pile.
Is this where we're sleeping some? I mean, I saw there was a bed out there, but I could probably just conk out right here if I needed to.
Honestly, we can sleep wherever we want. Here's good, there's good, yeah. I know, like, yeah, it's all good. Good spots.
Alright, I mean, like, I didn't want to be taking over anyone's spots that they didn't want none or anything. I didn't know, because, like,
No, you're fine, and there's just gentle pat.
Anyway, since I'm here, and she unzips her sleepover bag, I brought Angie Jr., and I brought little Angie,
Ooh.
and I brought little Angie Jr., and she starts just bringing out like a
Oh my
collection of various like little stuffed engineer dolls, all of varying degrees of well worn and well loved.
That's so cute.
She's got a few backups. I didn't want them to be left out, so I had to bring all of them. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Primrose just makes a very agreeing nod, like yeah, that makes sense. You can't leave out all of them. You have to bring them all along. You can't leave out one of them.
I don't want any of them feeling that I love one more than the other. And she like looks at them and comes to hand. Though I mean, I must admit, little Angie's like probably my favorite just because I've had him the longest. But don't tell them that.
It'll be our little secret. And then Primrose does like the zip the mouth. Literally, she makes a little zipper for her mouth.
And then
she sits for a little bit, and then she unzips her mouth. I can't talk to you if I do that. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean that's not really conducive to girls' night now, is it?
It is not. It is not.
And
so
I wasn't sure like what we do at like a girls' night. I haven't been to one like years. So
has been ages since I've had like a girls' night. Prim admits.
Yeah. I mean, last girls' night I had was when I was like real young. I mean, unless you count all
same.
the meetings I had with the girls, but I don't know if those count because that's more like coven business more
Oh,
than like girls'
more like
nights.
businessy meeting sort of stuff. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the brisket out. You gotta get all the stuff ready. You gotta make sure Reba ain't like turning rats into potions and trying to sell them to the other girls. You know,
Honestly,
you
that
gotta
sounds like
make
a
sure
blast in
you
of
gotta make
itself.
sure you're checking the clock so you get Kita and all them kids to bed on time because you can't keep them out late. They are little kids and they gotta make sure they get to school on time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, I think Primrose is just listening the whole time with like her head propped up on two of her hands and her tail wagging behind her.
I'm calling about an
Just like on this mound of soft.
You may want to interrupt because Road will probably be able to talk the entire night about her girls if she's not stopped.
Yeah.
And you gotta like make sure if Maggie does have like a thundercloud incident, you gotta make sure that's dealt with. But you also gotta make sure that she's okay because sometimes she gets real self conscious if she like accidentally summons a thundercloud when she ain't meaning to and all that. And then you gotta hope that Abby K shows up because sometimes it's a pain to drive Abby K to the meetings. And then sometimes you also gotta make sure that Stella comes.
I hope you know that Primrose is going to listen for like a solid 30 minutes. Just let Road go off.
Oh god!
Listen!
Don't do that because I can do that!
Listen, like we aren't actually gonna do that. But one of Prim's love languages is letting people go off about the things they love, which is good to do.
Road is very talkative and likes to talk about the people she loves and
Mm-hmm,
stuff.
mm-hmm.
And like Echo's cool and stuff. So you gotta make sure you're spending you gotta make sure you're budgeting your time and not showing favorites or anything. Something, yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm now gonna roll insight. Although, considering this is Prim, this might not go well.
No, it's okay. Or it's not. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh. I stand corrected.
Maybe I should I do it one more time just to see?
Yeah.
Yeah. 7! 7! I mean, this is her talking about the people she loves, and obviously, Echo's one of the people she loves, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't matter that she's, like, getting quieter and starts, like, to taper off when she talks about Echo, and that's the end. That's where she starts to end things. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's where she ends it. It's probably the silence afterwards that might cue in Primrose a little bit. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But yeah, that's been me.
Mm-hmm. You certainly got a lot to talk about your girls.
I mean, I got a lot of girls to talk about, so
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I care an awful lot about all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Twiddles thumbs.
I think there's just like Primrose like quirking up a little eyebrow, and she gently nudges Road maybe with like on the side.
Yeah. You want me to move a little bit? I can scooch over. I mean, I just wanted to make sure I wanted to.
Well, maybe not exactly that, but and Primrose is gonna scoot around in the pile and just flop herself right down next to Road. There's probably a cartoonish moment where Road gets jumped into the air for a second.
Her and the edgies just like float a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I noticed that you, like, I think Primrose is, like, trying to figure out how to word it, which is code word for Obby's trying to figure out how to word it, because my brain is dying all of a sudden.
Don't worry about it.
I feel like Prim might word it as like, so is there anybody in there like you like, you know?
I mean, like, yeah, like all of them. They're my girls.
Hmm.
So I'd appreciate it if Rabbit stopped trying to sell the rat concoctions at every meeting. But you know, we all got our hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I feel like Primrose, oh gosh, like with the roles Primrose got, she doesn't really have much to go off of is the problem.
I mean, Rhoda's very obviously like comedically cagey about this, so
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think Primrose is going to like try like quote unquote digging into it by just asking Rhoda about some recent activities she's done with some folks.
uh-huh.
Yeah. Just seeing like which stuff she tends to get more lost in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
E.
Well, I mean, recently I went to go visit Stella, and that was fun. And also, I visited Bo, and we hang out with her and the kid. And I threw him up a little too high, but it was real fun. And then on my last day at the studio, Echo came to visit me, and Echo bought me like a cute little engineer figurine and like some coffee and stuff. And there that was real sweet. And we like
Aw.
sat there for a little bit after, like, because I was done. It was early morning and stuff, and Nick was like, "Well, I gotta go do morning shift," and we just kind of sat there for a bit. It was like, just gals being pals for a little bit, sitting around, chilling out, and
As Rhoda is continuously talking, noticeably talking about Echo more than everyone else. Primrose just has her like head in her hands.
and we went and we got breakfast together. And she ordered pancakes, and I got like the big pancakes with the waffles, and it was real sweet because of the syrup, real sweet syrup and stuff. Um, yeah.
Yes, my
Primrose just has this little knowing smile and is just like, you really like Echo, don't you?
I mean, like, I mean, Echo's cool.
I mean, come on,
All
it's
my
just
girls
it's
are-
it's
all my
just the
girls
two
are
of us.
cool.
You don't have to be all worried about it. If like it's girls' night. We can
I
just
ain't worried
talk.
about I ain't worried about it. I'm just saying. I love all my girls. They're all very talented, very cool.
So I wasn't aware that it was still set up to auto renew, and so it happened without me
like
knowing.
like folding your arms and looking away.
Get money to, like. If you could possibly forgive the overdraft fee.
Oh gosh, I'm trying. My brain.
I'm so sorry. She's so bad at this.
Gently pat her. Oh.
Yes. Basically, it was the good news
I
is
mean,
I was able to also find
I don't
the auto renewal
know.
was,
I don't know.
seems like
Echo
now
is
it
really
canceled,
cool.
Unfortunately,
Like,
it's too late, and they don't do
like she's real
refunds
cool
on that. I am
and
gonna
like
get money to like
cool.
fill in
Like flailing
the
gestures.
overdraft fee forgiven. So that's because otherwise
I think Primrose is just gonna nod. Cause like she feels that way about like Tobias and Marcel.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more eloquently worded, but
yeah, Ro's not the best with eloquent wording.
Mm-hmm.
I think
like I don't know. I don't know how these things work. I mean, I see y'all, you and Toby and Marcel,
Thank you very much.
and like y'all are a thing and stuff, and I don't know.
Oh.
What?
So you're thinking about the possibility of becoming a thing, are you?
Well, I didn't say none of that. Back me up,
Oh,
boys.
but
she's looking. She looks to her She looks through her collection of little NGs, and the camera pans over to them, and one of them just like falls over a little bit.
Well, you might not have said it directly, but I feel as though it is a bit implied.
I mean, like, but I don't know. But I don't know what a thing would be. So there.
That's fair.
Yeah. I just think it was real cool. Like, you know?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's honestly how some of these things start. You just think somebody's cool, and then you start hanging out, and then you just find more cool things about them.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's
Well, like, I don't know. It just seems like there's gonna be more steps than that. I don't know. It's all confusing.
Well, all relationships like are their own thing. Different relationships work differently. It's confusing, not gonna lie. And like there's just like thinking about like relationships. Just the concept of them.
I mean, like, yeah, but also y'all are. I don't know.
David,
Y'all make it seem real easy.
I received a call from Daniel.
Well, it's not really super easy. It's also got tricky bits in it, you know?
And whatnot. And,
like, nothing's easy
in
relationships.
Like, figuring out what it is.
So I wanted to call back
what
on
the
that
thing
and
is, you know?
I am still interested in the job, and he's still running interviews.
I think like Primrose is like tilting her head a little bit at that because the way that Road worded that is pinging some things for her.
It's like I don't know, y'all. Y'all are something, and y'all seem to know what that something is, and I don't get how to figure that part out. I guess.
No, sorry, 2 E's, 1 N.
Anyways, I got brought some glitter markers.
I think like Primrose is just listening to this and is like, my brain is saying that this kind of sounds like aromantic stuff. E. So like maybe not like being able to get that kind of relationship, or at least not getting it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it definitely is. It definitely is something like that.
Yeah. I just don't know how like to bring that up as Primrose is the thing.
Cause I mean, like, I was talking to Toby, and Toby said if I did anything, I could call it whatever I wanted, but it still seems like.
Of course, yeah. Thank you so much, David.
I don't know.
You just need a word for it? That's the thing?
I don't know if it's a word for it, or I gotta figure out what the thing is, or... I don't know. These things confuse me. I ain't dealt with this before, none.
Oh yeah, no, these things are very confusing. Hold on, I'm gonna roll hammer space. Just a 3. I think Primrose is just absolutely, like, pulling out, well, maybe it's kind of frightening because it is a massive makeup box.
Aww. Listen. Road keeps her rotary phone in her hammer space. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just like you know, like how in TV shows there's like the little makeup boxes and like there's just like 1 or 2 shades. No,
the
Primrose, big one. Big chunky.
The big chunk.
If this thing had a brand, it'd be called the Chunk. Because of how big of a makeup box it is. like opens it up and there's like 2 small shelves that like pop out of the sides of it. And like 2 smaller shelves that pop out of those shelves. And it's a whole thing. And all Primrose really grabs is like a hairbrush from the middle of it and then closes the makeup box. And I think she's just
kind of watching this is like, whoa, that's a lot of makeup.
Well, yeah. I like to indulge in such things, and Primrose very sheepishly closes up the makeup box before I think she maneuvers herself behind Road, and do you mind if I, and then she just makes like a little brushing motion with the hairbrush.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Just like don't poke yourself in the eye with the brim of my head or anything.
I won't.
You
I
know,
won't.
2D at angles. Sometimes it gets a little funky.
Yeah, and then Primrose is just gonna start doing just like absent brushing as they talk, because sometimes getting your hands busy with something makes it easier to talk with somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhodes just scribbling in her sparkle pens.
What is she scribbling?
Probably just shapes. A lot of triangles that look suspiciously like NGs. I mean, like, it just seems like when I look at other people, it's like, oh yeah, we's a trouble, or we's boyfriend and girlfriends and all that jazz, and they all have like things in common, but I don't like get it, I guess.
Oh, hold on, my roommate. Give me a second.
Oh, good.
Roommate came in and asked me a few questions, so. Oh gosh, where were we? Oh, good heavens, I forgot.
Should I forget things as soon as I say them?
I gently pat you. I think it was just Road talking, just as Primrose is brushing her hair.
I started thinking about birds and I lost track of the conversation.
Yeah, that's fair. The conversation may have been lost a little bit. It's fine.
But I guess we sitting here.
We sitting here. We sitting here. The girls are doing hairstyles. Or at least Prim's doing hairstyles. I think Primrose, like as she's like absently talking, is experimenting with like what kind of possible hairstyles Road could have.
Anything that you try to do to her hair, it just like it'll stay for like a second and then immediately just untangle and revert back to the moon shape.
I offer you the idea of Primrose experimenting with making a ponytail, and maybe it resulting in like a little star at the end of the moon.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of Primrose trying to see if she can do like long over the shoulder hairstyles, and then that doesn't work. and then it's just like a braid, and then that untangles immediately. And then it's just she reaches back into her makeup box, pulls out a big scrunchie, ties it at the end, and it just poofs into a star.
That's that, Chief.
That's that.
But Road's just kind of sitting there, like, I don't know. It all seems very lovey-dovey, kissy and all that jazz, and I don't like that, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay. Well, not everybody likes, the whole romantic, lovey-dovey, kissy-wissy, honey bunny bunchkins kind of stuff, And, like, not everybody gets that.
I mean, like, are you sure? Because, like...
I mean, I'm somebody who gets that, obviously. And then, like, flashbacks to, like, all the lovey-dovey stuff. Like, literally, lovey stuff a mere 30 minutes ago.
Uh-huh.
Bias. All the kisses and the cuddling and the and the hearts floating everywhere.
I mean, it
I'm
just seems
one of-
like that's kind of everywhere, though.
Well, it might be everywhere, because, like, I know for a fact that, like, a lot of places just assume everybody knows about that stuff, you know? Because, like, oh, don't even get me started about Valentine's Day. Like, Primrose is just kind of going a little off.
What happened on Valentine's Day?
Well, Valentine's Day, like, it's a good holiday and all, but there's just so much emphasis on, like, one particular kind of love, especially around here. And it's just...
I wouldn't know. I had to work the late night shift.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, but, like, not everybody does relationships for, like, kisses and cuddles and stuff like that. Sometimes it's just you're good friends. I think there's a term for it.
But, like,
Let me...
I don't know. It. You can see she's kind of getting frustrated with her lack of like know-how with the words.
I think Primrose is just like, take your time. We're not here to like pressure each other into like this isn't an interrogation. This is just talking, you know?
I know, but I don't know. You're smart. You seem like you would be the type of person to be able to figure it out.
Oh gosh. You're giving me way too much credit, Road.
Yeah, but like you got you and you got Sale and you got Toby. So like whatever you're doing, it's obviously doing something good.
Well, my advice for this sort of thing usually is just like take that first step and see what happens. Because good golly, at first we didn't even realize that we were after that kind of relationship, and we went on like a road trip together. You know, it's just.
So I gotta take her on a road trip.
I mean, you could.
And you can see her just like starting to take notes now.
Yeah, like one thing you could do is just like go do something fun. Like a road trip could be fun because like you and her could go and see the sights and you know,
But
like do fun stuff and see what happens.
But what if nothing happens? Like I go out and do a whole bunch of stuff with all my girls all the time. I just get I don't get how to make things different. I guess. And I don't know how different I want it to get. Cause I don't know. Echo's real important to me, you know?
I feel like Prim's trying to rack her own brain to like try and explain if there is a difference, how to explain that difference, but that's like such a vast, nebulous difference to try to explain. I think like Prim like starts trying to explain it, and then it always ends up in like, wait, no, that's not. Well, it.
You see, it's all confusing.
It is confusing. Oh gosh.
I just don't understand.
Well, maybe not understanding that particular bit about it is okay. Like, you know, I don't know how best to explain this. Like Primrose is like she puts her head in her hands for a little bit. Because like she's racking her brain. I cannot tell how much she's trying to rack her brain.
I'm so sorry. Road is just not. This is not something Road is very good with.
Because like there's like platonic and then there's the romantic, but some people don't get the romantic, and like some people want to keep it platonic. It's just, there's just a lot that goes into it, and I'm trying to figure out how to parse it. It's just, she does like one of those frustrated hand waves.
This is why I should have stayed in school and not dropped out.
don't think they really teach you these sort of things in school.
I wouldn't know. I dropped out.
Well, I didn't, and they didn't really teach me any of this.
Oh, well,
I mean,
they should do that.
they
Make it a lot
should,
easier.
honestly.
Like,
It's just figuring things out is like how I did it. Like it's
I just don't even know how to put how I feel into the right words at this point, so I don't know what to do.
Well, what do you why not try to just describe like the feelings, I suppose? Like what do you what do you get like a happy feeling in your chest when you're around her?
I mean, yeah, but I get happy when I'm around all my friends. It's like if you have a best friend and you just want to be like with them forever, but also you don't want to do all that kissy stuff. I don't know. It seems
That
like
sounds
girlfriend boyfriend stuff, but also at the same time, I don't like any of that gross kissy stuff, which seems so important to the girlfriend boyfriend jazz.
Have you heard of the term aromantic? That term?
I mean, yeah, I've heard about romantic. You know, it's
aromantic.
Romance is yeah. You know, one of them people who's romantic. A romantic.
No, it's a bit different. I think Primrose is going to. She's gonna start like absolutely doing something else, just like another makeover thing. Does Road even have nails?
I don't think so.
I think like Primrose is like going to do it, and then she just has the realization of wait.
Roll kind of gestured for her to give it and start doing her nails instead.
Yeah. Just doing Primrose's nails now.
Yeah.
Which are like her nails are basically like dog claws, so you
like
hold
her
the
tongue out and then
hands.
she's trying to just like very gently make sure it's on the right thing. I'm gonna add polka dots, I think.
Do we want to make a roll to see how it turns out?
Yes.
Oh gosh, what's a good roll? I feel like it could be either performance or dexterity.
Yeah, I was gonna say sleight of hand.
Oh, sleight of hand. Yeah. Yo!
You have the most banging nail job.
It's the most amazing nails ever. A full-on medi-pedi.
Yeah. Listen, I ain't got nails myself, but I know a lot of my girls got it, so I picked up a few things here and there.
Oh, you really did. Wow. And like Primrose is like looking at her nails like, ooh, those are ooh. Just like sticking an arm out and admiring for a bit. She does forget about what she was talking about for a little bit. Because they're so good.
Road takes her glitter pen and draws like nails on her hands.
Aww.
They're just like streaks of glitter marker, and she's like, yeah.
That's really cute. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what was I talking about? Oh, right. There is romantic and aromantic, which are two different terms. One is like, you know, the whole lovey-dovey stuff, and the other one is like, it's a term for folks who aren't able to like get that, if that makes sense.
You can just
Did I lose you? Did I lose you? I think I lost you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, So what do I gotta do to like get it?
I don't. I.
Wait a second. Is there a fairy? Is there another one of them fairies that comes around and steals your romanticness?
No, I don't think so.
Just like the fairy that comes and trances your gender? Oh man, that got my paw.
Congrats, you got Prim to snort.
They say they only do it sometimes, but I always keep my eye out because I rather like my gender, so I'd rather not have it trans. But my paw really likes being my paw, so So is there some like equivalent of that? I've been keeping an eye out this whole time for the transgender fairy and haven't been keeping out for the romantic fairy.
No, it's
my folly.
I don't think it's necessarily like that. It's like bisexual, pansexual,
what?
Pan. There's a lot of terms.
What's pansexual? Why is there pans coming into this now? I mean, like, is that if like you only like bakers or something? Man, that'd be convenient. That'd be awfully convenient if it was pansexual. I'm a good baker.
But then she realizes that both Tobias and Marcel are bakers in a way, having like a midlife crisis.
I mean, like I'm a pretty good baker, so like I mean that'd be real convenient. If like that was that is there a pansexual fairy too, or no?
Hold on,
no, because they'd be the romantic fairy.
Like Primrose's thought train left the building. I'm so sorry.
Road has a train of thought now. It's not going. It is diverging wildly from logic, but
it's going somewhere. And Primrose got taken along for a little bit. This is what happens when you get two people with no brain cells in the same room trying to talk about feelings.
So you think there's one transgender romantic fairy, or is there like a whole bunch of little ones that go around and stuff?
I don't know if there's like fairies. I don't know if there's fairies, cause like oh gosh.
I mean the transgender fairy is absolutely real. My pa said so.
Okay. Fair enough, but we're gonna take the fairies.
Okay.
We're gonna put them in a box, and we're gonna put a pin in it. we're gonna.
I mean, we should probably put like a few holes in them so they can breathe.
We're gonna save. Okay, yes, we're gonna punch holes in the box for the fairies, and then we're gonna put the box aside, and we're not gonna think about that for a little bit. Disregard the fairies.
You just see the thought bubble. Road's still thinking about the fairies.
Primrose just waves the thought bubble away like, no, shoot. Like, grabs the thought bubble and puts it in the box.
Oh.
Along with the rest of the concept.
Well, now that's gone, I guess.
Hold on, I got the giggles. They're so good, They're so good. They're so
I love having no brain cells. It's very
no
good.
brain cells. Absolutely no brain cells. Man. I think Primrose is gonna like start at the beginning, like trying to describe the different terms. I, Obby, as suck at describing the terms. I'm just gonna roll for it and see how well Primrose is doing, because she can do better than I can. What would this even be? Persuasion? I feel like this would be persuasion.
Persuasion, Road, stop thinking about the fairies. Road, stop thinking about the fairies.
Hold on, I'm just... Okay, Primrose, sweetie, please, I beg of you. That's a 12! She's trying to describe the terms, like, you know, like the gay, and the lesbian, and the pansexual, but somehow the fairies got involved again, and now they're both lost in it.
Alright, so, like, we got...
Right back.
I'm confused. So is there a separate fairy for, like, the romantics and, like, the gays, or is that the same one?
Wait. What? Wait, I was talking about... Wait, when did... Like, Primrose is just... There's just, like, a big... Like...
Which one's pansexual? What's that one mean?
It's back in the conversation, hold on! Lewis suggested advantage from Toby having the talk with Prim before. Yes, yeah. I'm going to try again. They got lost for a little bit, but maybe this will help them. 18! That's so much better than a 12!
Please, she's just trying her best.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Primrose is gonna go very slow about this. Again, they're putting the fairies on a shelf, and we're gonna deal with that later.
Okay.
But she's just gonna start, like, explaining, like, the romantic terms in this sort of thing. Like, gosh. How do I explain? This is why I rolled, so I wouldn't have to explain. I'm trying to think.
What's the pan mean?
Okay. Pansexual, or panromantic, means that you can find relationships with people regardless of gender or pronouns. Like, you see a person who thinks you think they're neat, and you have a relationship with them. It doesn't matter, like, there is no, like, prerequisites or whatever. And then there's
words for the, like, each individual one?
They're more like... Yes, but they're mostly... You don't have to memorize them all. They're mostly just there as terms for people, so that they can have a word that describes how they feel about people. If that makes sense?
Yeah, I mean, kinda, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Like, you have, like, lesbian, like, that's a girl liking a girl, and vice versa. Then there's gay, which is dude liking a dude, and then there's, like, all sorts of other ones that involve where you get to... Other things get involved when there's, like, other genders thrown in, and, like, yeah, it's a lot. Ugh. Like, Primrose is, like, talking about it, and now she's starting to get dizzy because, oh, good golly, there's so much.
Road's following to the best of her abilities.
It's better than it was before. Cause, like, Prim's basically listing, like, the different kinds of, like romantic kind of stuff like that, and then eventually leading it into the fact that there are groups of people who don't get that and are just content to have more platonic friendship buddy relationships, and or are repulsed by the idea of, like, kisses and full-on romantic relationships.
You just see Road kind of light up when you start mentioning that. Like, yes. Pointing, like, that's the one, that one, I like that one.
That one is aromantic. That's the one. The term for that is aromantic.
Why do you call it aromantic when you can separate into two words, which means a romantic, which means someone who is romantic? That just sounds like they did a bad job with naming it.
I No! That seems like a question to ask whoever came up with the word.
And you can see Road nodding, and the thought bubble returns, and it's just the romantic fairy.
I feel like Prim feels confident that she at least explained it enough for Road to start getting the begins of it.
Yeah!
They're
like-
just sitting there with like steam coming out of their ears of having to like explain through all of this. I'm so sorry, Toby. Prim is trying her best.
Listen, against Road, it's a feat.
Mm.
But yeah, you can kind of see her, like, there's, like, elation, but then there's kind of, like, oh, but, like, that means, like, we can't be, like, a thing then, because, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, like, maybe not in the same sense. Like, you could still have a relationship that's just being really good friends.
I mean, yeah, but, like,
I think Prim's just gonna take the opportunity to give Road a big hug.
is hugged. I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't know. I'd like to spend like more time than just being best friends, I guess.
Okay. Well, you could try a QPR, which is like
That's
queer.
a bunch of letters.
It stands for queer platonic relationship. It's like a step up from friends, but it's also not quite romantic. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's all confusing.
It is. Do you want to grab a snack? I feel like we should grab a snack. we need a mental break.
I want to just get it all done so then we can go to bed.
Well, there's nothing like hot chocolate before bed. And I think Primrose is gonna hop up from the comfy, cozy corner, and she's gonna head over to the kitchen, which this could go either very well or very poorly.
Oh no!
Because Primrose is not very good at cooking.
Oh gosh! Godspeed.
I'm going to roll a d20. Depending on how that goes, will be the result of how the hot chocolate went.
Gosh.
13. That's higher than a 10. It's not a disaster.
Do you like need help in there or anything?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
God. So this is cooking, right?
Yes, this is cooking.
Rue's proficient in cooking.
Good. Oh gosh, what would that roll even be? Let's just...
I don't know. D20 plus proficiency.
D20 plus proficiency, add advantage, maybe, because you're better at this than Prim. Because, oh gosh, add advantage. 16! That's so much better. This is great, because Primrose is the type of toon that can burn water if left to her own devices.
Or like does it like gets like burns the pot the first time, dumps it out. It's like, all right, we're gonna try that again.
Yeah. Yeah, they did both roll 13 on the dice, huh?
Good enough.
Good enough. I feel like she would prepare it the way that Marcel usually does, which I imagine it's the way where you like properly get like milk and you heat it up on the stove and like you add chocolate to it and like that whole longer process. It's just something real homemade and real sweet.
Aww.
Yee. And then as soon as the actual like hot chocolate part of the hot chocolate is done, Primrose like busts her way into the fridge and pulls out all the fixings, TM, like whipped cream, a little cherry, like chocolate to put little chocolate shavings on, like one of those long biscuit cookies.
Oh god, you see Rode take the whipped cream and set out a bunch of little, like, tinier cups and start filling them with whipped cream, and she's gonna bring them back and put them in front of her little lunchies.
That's so cute! That's really cute! Oh my gosh! I think Primrose seeing that is just like, oh, and like her tail is just wagging a mile a minute. I just...
It had a proper sleepover, you know, it was good. You can see Rode kind of, like, going red a little bit, just like, you know...
Mm-hmm. Precisely. I think Primrose just gives a big thumbs up.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna ask what Rode wants specifically, but Rode can see Primrose putting everything she brought from the fridge on top of her hot chocolate.
No, Rode would do the same.
Yes! Yes! It's like a little mug of hot chocolate, and then like half a foot of just the fixings, TM.
You gotta drown half of them in the chocolate part first, and then you gotta top it all off with the whipped cream. Because then you eat all the whipped cream, and then at the bottom is the secret surprise, which is everything else.
Exactly! Just...
You do gotta be careful though, because sometimes if you feel it too much, it's gonna overflow, and then you're gonna burn your hand some, and then you're gonna burn your tongue as well, and then you ain't gonna be able to taste anything but hot chocolate for a few weeks, and yeah. Hot chocolate tastes good and all, but like hot chocolate brisket ain't something that I intend on baking anytime soon.
Yeah, that does not sound like a good combination.
Yeah, it ain't.
Yeah, Prim's just gonna make them each like one of those ridiculously sweet cups of hot cocoa and pass one carefully over to Rode.
Yes.
Hot chocolate acquired.
Hot chocolatey.
Hot chalky milk.
Yes.
I
mean, but I do have like one more question, Prim. Like, because you got like boyfriends and girlfriends and all that jazz. So like, what's the Q something?
QPR?
Yeah, what's the words for that one?
I think the word for that one is partner. Lewis!
No, I mean, that is right. Zucchini is correct.
Really? I don't know.
No, it's okay. Partner is work, but zucchini is one of the words that some people use for character partners.
Cool. I am learning this. I will say that Prim knew this, but I don't.
No, it's okay. I think Rode would probably balk at zucchini anyways.
I sit here as the token straight, trying her best.
It's okay.
Thank you, people in the audience who are helping me with this.
Partner sounds good. I like that one. It's simple, but it makes sense.
Yeah. I think Primrose is just gonna have happy tail wags and just... I say take a sip of the hot chocolate, but it's more like she just tries to take a bite out of the mound of whipped cream.
Oh, you know Rhode's following suit.
Horf.
Nibbling it down like an ant.
Oh, I love them so much. They're so good.
They are very good. But I also think after this, they've probably expended enough energy, they'll probably just both pass out. That's a lot of mental energy.
Like, the moment they finish the hot chocolate, Primrose is going to use Mage Hand to float their cups over to like the counter of the kitchen so they don't have to actually go up and put it down.
Aww.
And then just flop in nearest comfy surface.
Road, being a very good friend, will lend one of her little NG Juniors out to Prim.
Oh my gosh. I'm just picturing like a very itty bitty one.
Yeah, it's a very small one, but
Very small. It's like a stuffed animal for a stuffed animal kind of
it's
small.
like, yeah.
It will be gently held.
And then immediately Road conks out and starts like gently snoring a little bit.
Yeah. This is so good. Oh, and I think with that we can wrap this up. Oh, this is so cute.
Done it. And we've done it, boys. We've learned aromantic.
We've done it. It took a bit of explanation and a lot of them getting off track so many times, but we've done it.
We made it, everyone.
We made it.
But thank you for coming to listen to our funny FPS. I hope it was enjoyable.
Thank you for listening. It was very fun to do. I had a fun time.
That was very fun. Thank you for putting up with my 5 billion years of hermitage to get out and actually do this, Obby.
I gently pat you. You are so valid. Sometimes you just have to go hermit. Especially when school is involved. Ugh. Anyways, this is our game. We hope you had fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.